Hello, hello. I'm Het, and it is Wednesday, I think, New Year's Eve. My Streamlight is not working, so we're just gonna kind of roll with that and see how it goes. The power flickered off really briefly, and seems to have confused the whole setup. So everything else is working. We're just gonna power through, and I'll fix it later. Seems okay. Um, I am just logging onto my Rogue. We're gonna start with some attempts at our purple shirt pattern. We'll do three-ish, because I know it's not like the most fun, but I do really want the pattern. So, we're not gonna get it if we don't try. And I don't know, I'm feeling good today. I woke up crazy early though for some reason. I like it must have been 5:30. I was just awake suddenly. And usually I would try to go back to sleep, but there was no hope. So I just got up and made some coffee. That was a long time ago now. But I've gotten a lot done in that time, so not complaining. Got a bunch of editing done. Good morning, Nomad. Once again, you start your stream just as I wake up. Are you peeking in my window, or maybe one of my dogs is spying? Maybe. I was a little bit behind even because things weren't working quite well. Yeah, how's your morning going? I guess you're just getting there, so we'll find out soon. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We've played with the cats and had breakfast. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I have that already. Hands of Darkness. Sounds fun, even if it's not what we're looking for. But yeah, I feel so productive. I'm gonna crash so hard. There's no way I'm gonna make it to midnight tonight. I don't know, Nomad, if you're planning on doing the whole New Year's Eve thing. And I'm gonna go out for dinner, but not at midnight. I won't, especially since I woke up so early. There's not a chance I'll make it. That's okay. I think I was saying the other day, I'm not entirely sure if this is universal, but at least where I live, it seems like nobody's really doing New Year's Eve things anymore. It's the one thing that COVID really killed. And it just hasn't resurfaced in terms of traditions. It's really odd. There are some things going on, but almost nothing. Still in bed, but ready to rise and get coffee started. I will welcome the new year with heavy snoring. Yeah, I think that's the right plan. I don't need to stay up that late. Plus, it's so cold. It was minus 13 with the wind chill when I got up this morning. And the cats really like to go outside, but it was much too chilly for outside. We still had to do it, of course. All right, let's get out of here, start again. Jim, specifically, is he back here? Yeah. He's discovered that one of my neighbors has, hang on, a very robust catnip plant in their backyard. I just need to blow my nose. Apologies. We're almost better. I can feel it. Anyways, there's this huge pot in their sort of back. They have a back patio situation. No fences, so he just wants to walk over there and eat all the now very crispy catnip. So we have a little parka for him that he was very upset to put on, but very glad to be in. So he just did a little lap of basically the neighbor's house and then came back inside. But yeah, not looking forward to going back out there. But so pleased that there's still, well, like 5 days before like the real world starts up again. That feels great, especially with how busy the Christmas portion was. To be like, I have nothing I need to worry about for the next 5 days is like really. I don't remember the last time I had just like that much time to do nothing. And by nothing, I mean probably make a million YouTube videos, but that's fun. It's been pretty fun. Yeah. Somebody asked me in the comments of the video that went up yesterday if I would give a shot at a Venthyr mirror build. So I've tried that. It's tricky. With all the holiday time off, I'm guessing you're a teacher. I'm not, but that's a really good guess. I work in tech, and a lot of tech companies just like fully close. I'm not an engineer, but the reasoning is that they don't want to like make any deployments when most people are on vacation in case something goes wrong. So that's pretty common. It's actually even outside of technology. It seems like a lot of places just in Toronto do that. Because even earlier in my career there wouldn't have been the excuse of like, oh, we don't want to make a deployment over a Christmas break or something. We'd often have this week off. I think it's just like people know nothing's going to happen. So the only folks who work office jobs this period are, I guess, office jobs that don't have a lot of dependencies on other people. Ooh, a schematic. Do I have that one? But yeah, it doesn't happen every year that it's this much time off. It like the way the days are spread out, or just feels extra generous this time. Yeah. I've been wondering, like, I don't know anything about how Blizzard operates during this time of year, but like, do they have just sort of a skeleton crew making sure like the lights stay on? Does everybody have to go back to work? Oh, I must have opened all the chests. I wasn't counting. Yeah. But I guess even if you are working this week, it's pretty quiet, right? Like there's not very many jobs that would be super demanding, I would think. I mean, unless it's retail. And even so, it snowed so heavily here on Boxing Day that I think the retail folks got a little bit of a reprieve. Like the craziest day that they would have had was like super quiet because the roads were terrible, at least here. So that was probably quite the treat. Although we had to go somewhere on the 27th, and I think everyone was like making up for having to stay home on the 26th. The traffic was terrible. I haven't really come up with anything besides like farming recipes for us to do today, by the way. Might do the Undermine weeklies. I don't want to like completely forget about them, because as long as we're doing at least one chat list and some of the weeklies just once a week, one character, we will get part-timer eventually, and we will get enough miscellaneous mechanica eventually. Although at this point I'm pretty willing to wait until the War Within remix for the mechanica mounts. Yeah. I guess I was betting with just like being an American company and part of Microsoft, which is so big, that the Blizzard employees probably do have to work this week. Even if they're not like doing a ton, I bet they have to be there. All right, recipe. Oh. I think if I were a teacher, I would have to do post-secondary, like college or university stuff. I don't interact very naturally with children. Ooh, lockbox. Will this have a recipe? It will not. And no chest there. Oh, I forgot. One sec. Our stickers arrived. Never been interested in kids? Yeah, me neither. Me neither. And people used to tell me, oh, one day you'll change your mind. And they were wrong. So I had these little guys printed. Let's see. I guess I can change the camera for a second. Is me? Yeah. So they're like die cut, which you definitely can't see because my Streamlights aren't on, but they're like the shape of, they're not a square sticker. It's like the shape of the little birdie with his hearthstone. So my plan is to get those up for people if they want them in the next couple days. It's kind of a nuisance to set up an online shop, but figure it out because they're pretty cute. I just ordered like a little stack of them and I'm going to put them on things. Our little mascot. Those came yesterday, which is pretty exciting. Actually, I guess they were supposed to arrive today. That was the estimate. But, yeah. That's funny. I've had people telling me the same. Someday you'll regret not having kids, and I never have. Yeah, I mean... And the older you get, the only argument people have anymore is, like, who's going to take care of you when you're older? And, I mean, we all might just be dead from some sort of climate catastrophe. Or... we will have medical advancements where it's less of an issue, you know, like that's a long time from now. I'm not making decisions based on that. And that's like, if you had the capacity to be a good parent, I'll take care of me. I mean, yeah, like you can, if you take care of yourself, like in the lead up to being old, then you can take care of yourself when you are old. Which is like why I'm going to the gym and such. But my grandmother lived alone her entire life. Like my grandfather died kind of young, and she lived on her own forever. Hello, Jack. I'm training my cats to look after me when I'm old. Yeah. I mean, they're nothing if not creatures of like habit and ritual. So they'll teach you to take your medicine and, you know, yell at you if you don't, I'm sure. Make sure you're running up and down the stairs for this, that, or the other thing. There you go. That's the way to do it. Yeah. And I guess like some of the older, like the generations who are now getting quite old, maybe didn't know as much about how to take care of their bodies so that they would be in a good position to take care of themselves. But I think like we're inundated with like health information, so we're probably better prepped for it. I'm like pleasantly sore from yesterday. Went to the gym after stream. Feeling good. All right, let's leave her here and we'll go do just a round of Undermine weeklies / chat list to get that, get our weekly try at it, since we didn't do that yesterday. Oh, and I kind of figured out that I was doing completely the wrong thing for the last Warlords of Draenor decor item that I needed. So once we're done in Undermine, we'll have had the daily reset and I'll be able to check on that. The table I don't have is like a large Drenic table that comes from doing the Garrison campaign, but it's like a specific chapter of the Garrison campaign, and they're like random, and I didn't play Alliance and Warlords. Oh yeah, I made a Draenei front door for a YouTube short. I think it looks pretty good. But that's what this character was doing. Alright, next to my Plague Wagon. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, create a studio. I was sort of joking with myself a few weeks ago that I would make a film studio in one of my housing rooms, and that would be like the room I build stuff in for tutorials. And then Taliesin did that. He recreated his I think just Hearth, their stream room in his house. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll still do it, but it feels less original now. I try to train my dogs to make coffee. It's not going well so far, but I keep trying. The big issue is they keep rolling on the floor and laughing at me. Oh, man. I guess you could probably train them to push a button to kick off the coffee project, or process rather. I was going to say, can you imagine how much dog fur would wind up in your coffee? But it's probably there anyways. If your house is anything like mine, just full of cat fur. Alright. I'm just trying to keep the window situation reasonable so that our lighting problems are... No, that's too much. I'm going to be blind. Alright. Am I in war mode? I am. We're going to want to not be in war mode, I think. In my house, dog fur is a fashion accessory? Yeah. That sounds about right. Oh. I guess I did the weeklies on my mage last week. That's why I still have one. Reputation. Who are we furthest along with here? Oh, Blackwater for sure. Yeah. Blackwater. I got a puzzle for Christmas that I started yesterday. And there's already cat fur between some of the pieces. Somebody decided to play in the pieces, I guess. Alright, what have we got here? Shipwright, Scrap, Kaja Cruising. Okay, those are easy. That's basically what we would do anyways. Scrap pile in the golf course. Oops. Of course, now I'm immediately worried that they've I don't know, walked away with a puzzle piece stuck between their toes or something. But we'll see. Oh boy. Alrighty. Time for scrapping. I guess we've timed this kind of poorly because we need it to be half past to do shipping and handling. Also, so the puzzle I got, it's a Christmas present, but I had seen it in a store and been like, oh, this looks like a fun puzzle to do. It's 1,500 pieces. Oh, I didn't turn war mode off. Oops. I'll try to remember to do that after this. But it's Pokemon themed, and it turns out that it's going to be an extremely easy puzzle because all the Pokemon look so distinct from each other that, like, it's very obvious at any given moment, like, which piece belongs to which one. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I kind of wanted the, like, 1,500 piece one as a challenge. That's not really what's going to happen. Because last Christmas, or around last Christmas, I got the Dragonflight key art as a puzzle. That one was 1,000 pieces, and it was hard. It's the Alex Straza kind of like standing beside herself painting. There's a bunch of aspects of that were really hard. Very subtle shifts in like red tones between her like visage armor and her dragon scales and that kind of stuff. Sorry, Warlock. All right. All right, we're gonna turn war mode off. That's what we're gonna do. So I didn't mean to hurt that Warlock. I just had to a little bit. Excuse me. Off. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Outside. Inside. There we go. Alright. Where to? The heaps. Good morning, clan. How's it going today? We're just gonna do some Undermine weeklies. For a few, like, collecty reasons. Need Miscellaneous Mechanica, we need, I'm completely blanking on what else. Oh, Chetlist completion. I think there's something else. Oh, the Mog from shipping and handling, which I don't care very deeply about, but we'll try as long as we're out here. And yeah, you missed the joy that is trying for the purple shirt recipe. Did a couple of those already. Those Mechanica mounts are a grind. Yeah, I don't even want them. Like, honestly, I saw the whole, like, what was required and was like, oh, God, no. But I have 12 of 113 required. So, if I see a dumpster, I'll open it. There's other reasons to keep coming back here, so we'll chip away at it. I don't know. Not feeling terribly motivated. Yeah, I got one and I was like, maybe later. The other thing is, like, they're so hard to get, and they're just recolors, right? Like, if they were unique mounts, maybe. But I don't know. We already have a bunch of robots and rockets and whatever else they are. So, yeah, I don't super need it in my life. And it's not a guaranteed drop from the chest. Right? And like, everybody was saying it was. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. And one of my emissary caches did not have one. And I was furious. I'm still mad. I could have 13. You know? What a difference that would make. God. Alright, I guess I need to drive through some bottles. Regardless of where the next scrap heap is. And it is by the beach. So yeah, we're doing chat list, weeklies for rep for the emissary caches for the Mechanica, and we will do shipping and handling because there's some unique mog that comes from it, but that's not for another half an hour. Surge pricing isn't for another half an hour, and I've got the weekly quests, so I want to do that all at once. What server am I on? Lightning's Blade, which is like an old school Horde server, apparently. It's a bummer. For like years and years and years, it was Horde, and you could do stuff in war mode like pretty easily. And then they grouped our server with some other ones. And I think Garona is like a big alliance PvP server, so now we just get like demolished all the time. Did you get your new lantern from the weekly decor quest? Ooh, I didn't. I forgot all about that, Panda. So, yeah, maybe once we've kind of done everything here except for surge pricing, we'll go do that. Thank you for the reminder. I've been finding him really hard to remember. Hi, Jack. I did a tour of my neighborhood after watching your stream the other day. Not one open house. Oh, no. That's frustrating. Yeah, that sucks. Wowhead needs to write an article so that people learn, you know? You have to set your permissions to let people in. Yeah. Oh man, I saw some clip of Max's stream. I guess he was going around looking at the block party houses, but like a week after the event was over. I was like, oh man, I moved my house already. That would have been fun. Oh, wrong mount. Okay, so I need to run through some bottles. And that's probably about all we can do until surge pricing. I do think some people, even if they are excited or interested in housing, just from my own YouTube comments, there are a handful of people who seem to be waiting until the midnight full release, because so many new things are coming. Like we get endeavors, we get more decor. The renown track is a lot more robust. It seems like not even people who are excited for housing, there's a reasonable contingent of them that are just waiting for like the full access, which is a little surprising to me, but I guess I kind of get it. I mean, I guess if we're doing shipping and handling later, then I'm going to wind up driving through all the cans. Alright, let's hand this in. This will probably get us... Oh, maybe it won't. It's only one. Oh no. Okay. Exalted. Then we'll go get our panda quest. Oh, I kind of went the wrong way. Kinda. Do do do. All right. Miscellaneous Mechanica? 2! Oh, yes. All right. Well, that's a huge win. All right. I'm going to leave her here just so I don't forget to finish the weeklies. And we'll go check out the Panda Quest. We realized last week that if the thing he's going... Honestly, yeah, Miracle. If the thing he wants you to go retrieve, if you already have learned that item, you can kind of auto turn it in. So we'll give that a shot. I wish there was some way of knowing if you've had visitors when you have been offline, maybe a guest book and comments. Yeah, I think I saw an interview where somebody asked the devs about a guest book, and I think they're generally concerned about giving us any chance of like being mean to each other. So they don't want something where you can like sign a custom message. But I saw there was an add-on that was a guest book, and I didn't look that closely, but I assume it's like if anyone you know... How would this work? If everybody had the add-on and they go into your house, then you know. I think it's one of those. Kind of like the jumping leaderboard. Like it only works if everybody has the add-on installed. So that might become really popular. Or maybe they'll add a guest book where it's like just your character name or something. Because it would be cool to know like who's come by. Especially once there are charter neighborhoods and people maybe have like themes that they're interested in. All right. Purchase a Nightborne lantern and return. So I think I assume I know the Nightborne lantern. Let's just look. Nightborne lantern. Oh, I don't have it. Even a counter on the door would be nice. Yeah, just like a number. Maybe they'll add something. I think the feature is so new, they like are constantly being surprised by what people are even asking for. Like, I think one of the early interviews that Taliesin and Evitel did, Tali asked something about like the permissions and like, can I let people, like let anybody into my house? And I don't think, just from the facial expressions when he asked that question, I don't think they were considering that. So it's possible that public permissions weren't even available originally. Or something. I don't know. I think they're just like constantly learning from what we want. Which is cool. Although this lighting item, we were talking about it yesterday, and I don't know if I sort of had this thought afterwards or if I mentioned it while I was talking, but we're getting that Hearthlight Armillary thing where you can change the ambient light settings inside and outside your house, sounds like, with Midnight. It's like Renown 8 or something. And it kind of makes me worried that they're never going to fix the outdoor lights.
Magic surrounds us.
Nightborne Lantern. I have everything else though, right? Yeah.
Our future shines bright.
Because if they're giving you the ability to change the ambient light outside your house, that kind of like negates the need for lighting outside for the sake of lighting, and then it just becomes a decoration. Maybe it's part of their fix. Maybe they're going to change the lights so they don't produce as much light. I don't know. Something about that feels wrong. All right. Oh, and this is another new table. Weird. It like looks the same. Suramar Square. Okay, so this is very cute. First of all, I should have bought more than one of those. And square Suramar table. Oh, the other one has a table runner on it. I see. I like the table runners. Although the one I put on my table gets dirty way faster than it has any right to. Like my real life table. We have 20 minutes before surge pricing. Is there something else we can do? Oh, yes. Okay. God, it's so hard to keep track of everything. We're going to check our garrison quests. Crumbs just appear out of nowhere. Yeah, or like, I think I'm a tidy eater, but it's still got food stains on it. I'm not really sure what's going on. Jim's up there eating spaghetti or something. Hey, buddy? Whoa. Yeah. Alright, garrison. Once my game catches up with itself. $12. I'm still not completely sure that I understand what I need to do for this, but we're gonna try. Alright, so it's this table, which is from the Trial of Champions, which is a garrison campaign quest. And I think now that enough people have been trying to figure this out, the Wowhead comments make a little bit more sense than they originally did. And as far as I can tell, there should be a chance that we just like pick it up from an NPC here. And I think the one we specifically want is from her, so the fact that she doesn't have a quest doesn't bode well. That's not what we want. It's a yellow quest, like a yellow question mark. Yeah, those are just the invasions. Oh my goodness, his panda in his Santa suit. It's not gonna be him. Is it Hennick? At one point it said they were weekly quests. Salvaging the situation. Okay, this is just to set up the building, but I'll do it to get the quest out of the way. Oh. Oops. I should probably read the quest text before I run off in a new direction. Quest giver in the tree also? Continue. Complete. Ancient. In the tree? Like the Christmas tree? Hello, Happy New Year's. Hope you had a great holiday. Thank you, GP. You too. I did have a good holiday. I'm very grateful that we're winding it down, 'cause I was tired. You have New Year's Eve plans? Lioness. Druid. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, I think I know what you mean. There's like a little quest hub around the corner, kind of, right? Here? No quests. Maybe I did the one yesterday and I don't get to do another one yet. Some of the comments suggested that it was like a weekly thing originally, and then I was reading some more comments yesterday and they're like, well, maybe it's actually a daily I don't know. I'm going to be watching the CNN ball drop and then maybe the new Stranger Things if I'm still awake. Good for you for toughing it out. I don't think I'm going to make it to midnight. I woke up stupid early. I wonder, okay. Inside the garrison? I checked inside the garrison. But you're right, some of the NPCs do. I was going to check. So not very many of my alliance characters have rank 3 garrisons in the first place, and that night elf is the furthest along in warlords, I'm pretty sure. But I think ow. One of the comments said that people have like different characters have different chances for quests. Yeah. Okay. No, never mind. This is the one that I had available yesterday for this character too. So, bringing the base. I'm under the impression that it is in fact just a weekly chance to do a garrison campaign quest. I'll check one more character since we have time. This warlock I think has done some warlords. I guess we should check the Bastion treasures as well. I'm gonna watch all the extended version Hobbit movies today and Lord of the Rings tomorrow. Oh, that is a long time on the couch. I haven't done that for the Hobbit. I don't think I've seen them like back to back to back, but I have done that for the extended Lord of the Rings, and that's like a 12-hour day. That's takes a long time. I appreciate the dedication though. Hope you've got a lot of good snacks handy. Yeah, good movie marathon. It's about 24 hours total. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bastion treasures? No Bastion treasures. Alright, well that'll make me feel... Actually, I'm going to set my Hearthstone... Oh wait, no, I'm a Dark Iron Dwarf. I can just Dark Iron Dwarf my way back. Garrison Hearthstone it is. I'm trying to think of what series I would want to do that with. It'd be kind of interesting to do all 4 Matrix movies now that there is 4 of them. Because I've definitely watched the first 3 back to back to back, and that's kind of weird. Because the second and third one, pardon me, are very different, like, stylistically. But the fourth one was, like, kind of a return to the original. In some ways. I wonder how well it goes together if you watch all 4 of them. I might drag it out over 3 days. I have to get some WoW time in, of course. Yeah. Plus, that's just a long time to sit in one place. I would get sore. Okay. Pinch was okay. No, this character doesn't have any of them either. Darn. Or... No, that's... something else. I think whenever you like talk to the correct NPC, it the quest itself should say like garrison campaign, blah blah blah. Garrison. No, that's just a jukebox. Oh, garrison campaign. Alright, well we should do this. Because she's probably further along than that night elf. And I think there was some suggestion of like, if you've done... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to try this and see if we get there. It's the box next to the command table, right? I think to get the garrison campaign quest, it's random every week which of the garrison campaign quests you get, and only one of them awards a decor piece, so you just kind of have to like do them and hope you get the right thing. And because this was so long ago, it's just really hard to know like where in the process any given character is, especially because I didn't really play... Well, I didn't play any Warlords of Draenor on an Alliance character. I'm just kind of trying to guess which alts might have the most progress. Yeah, it's been tricky. I've been trying for a few weeks to figure out what exactly is going on. If it hits 40 Fahrenheit, 5 Celsius, and it's sunny, I'll be on the river fishing. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I really want to go for a hike or something. But it's really icy right now. Isn't it the achievement for the decor? Yeah, so it's... Well, it's not an achievement. It's a quest. So there is an achievement for doing all the garrison campaigns, those quests, and I have that achievement because I did it on Horde, and it like, I guess it is like checked for both. But I don't think I've ever done this specific quest, the Trial of the Champions, because I also don't have this Touch of the Naru, which I believe is a toy. So from what I understand, I just have to wait until the breadcrumb for the Trial of Champions questline is available. So I don't think it's an achievement. I think it's like a quest that doesn't always spawn. Is this one you can buy? So once you've done the quest, it looks like you can buy it from Ashran, like the vendors in Ashran. But I haven't done the quest, so I can't buy it yet. You might be able to. If you played Alliance during Warlords, you've probably like done the quest chain already. I think I'm just kind of like in a messy position because I haven't really done any Alliance stuff. But yeah, we'll do this Ring of Blood questline. I think there's like 8 possible ones that can spawn, and each character, will only get each one once. I don't know. All right. Oh, is that the whole... Oh, head presented. I see. Then in like 6 minutes, we have to go back to Undermine real quick. Ooh. 50 bloodstones. Why do I have some already? Oh, we'll get those pretty fast. Okay. Yeah, the Warlords decor acquisition has been pretty all over the place. Like, there's so much of it that seems to only be available from completing things on, like, one of the factions, which is weird. I guess it's like that for BFA as well, but I played more of BFA. $47. 50. Yeah. It's tough because I think this is the sort of thing that you could have like very easily done like 10 or 12 years ago whenever this was current and like never thought about it again. But oh well. She's cool. Like the sword. Okay, Azuka, hurry up. I want to fight you. Please, stop talking. Come on. What? Oh. I main Horde and I didn't make my first alliance until BFA for the PvP mounts. I had nothing pre-BFA alliance. The old rep was really easy to grind with time walking events. Yeah. Once you kind of like wrap your head around the fact that it just takes some time. The rep grinds are pretty easy. They can just be a little tedious. Like, yeah, most of them are pretty forgiving now. Out of the shadows. Okay, I'm gonna log over and do shipping and handling just while it's time. I like to start a little bit before half past because it helps get surge pricing completed faster. And then we'll come back and do this again. There seems to be, I don't think I finished this thought earlier, some indication that if you're like halfway through one of these weekly quests, like we were for this one, you might get a second one in a given week. Plus, if we, I don't know, if we're just like working on it on 2 characters, that gives us a better chance next week. Maybe there's an argument for me doing it on my Death Knight as well, because she has the garrison set up. It's pretty messy. Every once in a while I open all the things and look at the garrison achievements. I'm like, I don't even know how you would 100% it. There's so many things. And I've done a lot of it. Like, I've done all the actual achievements. But the collecting is... it feels like infinite. There's so many followers to unlock. Some of them come from, like, insane places. Like, I got one from... what's that thing called? Brawlers Guild? You can get Hogger? I'm like, what? Okay. I guess I just got a garrison follower. Actually, maybe I misunderstood that and it was actually a BFA follower? I have no idea. I thought it said garrison. Oh good, I like this one. It's easy. Yeah, so the benefit to being here and starting shipping and handling before 10:30 is that when it starts, you will get the achievement, like not the achievement, the like quest completion. Where am I going? Like right away, whereas otherwise you might have to like work at it for a bit longer, especially if there aren't very many people in the zone. Oh, I completed it. That was faster than I expected. Oh, I like this granny one. Oh, hold on. Dumpster. Nope. I don't think I've gotten any miscellaneous mechanica from the dumpsters. We're just trusting people. Yes, I will help you across the road and then defeat your rival knitters. That's what it is, right? Oh, Vengeful Crocheter, my bad. Yeah, see, I think we just immediately got the shipping and handling thing to trigger. Lost package. And we drop it off somewhere. Have a great new year. Going to hang out with family. See you later. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, JP. GP, my bad. Yeah, enjoy your new year. Stay safe. I really enjoyed this music at first, but I don't think I'm gonna miss it. All the goblin jazz. Oops. Package. I overshot. Oh, it's right here. Ooh, and another dumpster. Also no Mechanica. Is this the crystals one? Oh no, we're naming something. Perfect character. Francesca? Thanks for the follow, Naga. Esther? What was I gonna say, Francesca? Oh, what, The Witcher. I guess I was watching the new season of The Witcher. I think I forgot to finish it. Or I watched it so fast that I forgot. It was, let's pretend for a minute that I actually watched all of it and I didn't get distracted and forget to finish. It was good. I was worried that, Henry Cavill being gone would be more of a problem, but I thought it was nice. I don't remember the actor's name right now, but he's doing a good job, the replacement. He's a Hemsworth, right? I'm not gonna remember his first name. I must not have finished it. I don't remember what happened. At the heaps. Is this our last one? Second last one? Spy copters slain. Excuse me. Trying to kill you. And yes, legally mandated break. Oh, I got a piece of Mog. Power washed shoulder guards. Male. Okay, that's good, because I was also kind of wondering if I needed to do this on different armor types. But it looks like we're good. Da-da-da-da. And how's my chet list doing? Should be good after this. Perfect. This, yeah, assuming taking your break counts as a job? I think so. Good morning, Oofster. How's it going? We've got Twitch chat and YouTube chat open, so if you catch me talking to a different group of people, that's what's going on. We're just doing our Undermine weeklies for a variety of reasons. The shipping and handling quests have a chance for unique transmog. So we just got some shoulder armor, these guys, that we didn't have before. Some green rocket ship looking things. We are here for some miscellaneous mechanica if we get lucky. We did, we got some from our emissary caches. And a chat list for the part-timer achievement. Just trying to do our weeklies for that. So I think that should have finished. Yeah, okay. Finished it all up. Perfect. Just hand everything in. Can't get mechanica from the overall cartel stuff, huh? Alright, gotta hand our chat list in. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of like end of expansion, collecting achievement stuff. You know, chipping away at a bunch of things. And then the other thing we were working on, I just came over to do shipping and handling. It's been a while since I've had a visit there. Yeah, I mean, there's not like a huge reason to keep being there unless you're trying to, like 100% the zone kind of deal. The other thing, we're just trying to figure out how to get the last piece of Warlords of Draenor decor I don't have. And it's sort of this like maze of quests I don't know if I did or not, basically. Well, I know I didn't do, but I don't know where I am in relation to getting them is the problem. So, just trying to figure that out. Alright, so we were in the middle of this quest. Base Blaster. Interesting. I kind of remembered having done this before. Oh, pardon me. Oh, that's a different quest. That's the jukebox thing. Did I finish the Ring of Blood quest? Yes. I guess I did. Okay, is my Hearthstone back up? Or do we have to fly? Okay, we can just Hearth. Okay, I guess we were done that. I need to get decor from there. Yeah, most of it's not too bad. But I guess the Garrison campaign awards some, and I didn't play Alliance during WoD, so I don't know. I am, yeah, like dual streaming Twitch and YouTube, so if you have a preference for one, you can switch. Although if you showed up on Twitch, I assume that's your preference. Alright, where do I hand this in? Right here. We'll need to keep an eye on this Azuka Blade Fury character. Yes. Okay. Watch my... No, we talked to her already. So I guess we don't get another shot. That was just our quest for the week, looks like. Yeah, hopefully one of these weeks we get the quest from Dee Dee. That's, I think, the one we need. Alright, well, I guess we've hit a dead end on that. So, more purple shirt. Seems like we could do a couple more of those. The light doesn't seem that bad. Even though the stream light's not working, it's like bright enough outside. We're kind of getting by. Hubby wants to get on the computer soon, so I'll need to switch to my laptop. What's your new YouTube name? It is Mahet_wow. So it's almost the same, but they wouldn't let me do double underscore. So yeah, Mahet_wow. Ooh, so many things. Oh boy. Alright, clean our bags before we do another try at this. Which is, for anyone who hasn't been around yet, we're trying to do this profession achievement for tailoring. We just need the recipe for the rich purple shirt, which is very rare. It only drops out of classic dungeons. Razorfen Kral, Razorfen Downs, Dire Maul, and the original Uldaman. And I just like doing this one best. Because if you're a rogue, you can just open a couple chests, and those are your best chance. And you can start over. We tried Uldaman last week, and it drove me a little crazy. It just takes too long to get through the whole thing. Yeah, we'll do maybe another like 3-4 of these. See what time it is. Oh, I can sell those. And then we could take another look at like which Burning Crusade dungeons drop recipes. I kind of like the more relaxed or like passive approach we've taken the last few days with that, where we just run like one character one time, see if we get lucky, to this like back-to-back grinding. It's like a nice change. Nothing from that chest. So what would be next? I guess the Terakar Forest, not Terakar Forest, we just did that. The Zangarmarsh ones. We can see what recipes drop from there. I guess I could just do that while we're running this. So Dungeons and Raids, Burning Crusade. Slave Pens has a lot of Mog I don't have, but no recipes. Zone Drop. Steam Vault has enchanting and jewel crafting. Alright, so enchanting and jewel crafting, I guess, is it from Steam Vault. Alright. What's the add-on? Oh, this was all the things. I love that mount. I wanted it for Christmas. This is all the things, and it is really good for collecting and completionism. So this is kind of an overwhelming view of it, but if you open it in this view, you can look at like everything in the game. So we looked at dungeons and raids, and then you can open it by expansion and see, like, for Gruul's Lair, just as an example, I have everything that drops from Gruul's Lair. So it says 100%. So it's a good way of keeping track of like what stuff you might still need to collect. And you can look at like just professions, whatever you want. It's kind of overwhelming at first, but it is really useful. And then if you want like a less scary way of looking at it, if you like control click on the add-on button, it gives you a mini list for just the zone that you're in. Ooh, lockbox. And like we have most of what drops from here. But it doesn't account for the recipes that are like could drop from literally anywhere. But we could get this Vicar's robe still. That's like a zone drop that we don't have yet from here, so it's not just about the recipe, but it is mostly about the recipe. Looks helpful for sure. It's really good. It isn't that good at housing stuff yet. I think they're still kind of figuring out how to add that in a way that is intuitive. So for housing stuff, I've been using Homebound. So that's this add-on, which is pretty good. But I would just say all the things is just like a little behind on the housing stuff. Or, you know what, I haven't even checked in the last little bit, but they were at first. Let's see if that's still true, actually, while we wait to pour it out of here. Housing. Yeah, so I think there's more than 898 items, first of all. And it has all these... yeah, something's just not quite right, because it's mostly about the Founder's Point, Razorwind Shore stuff. I don't know. I guess maybe crafted, inscription. Oh, yeah. So if you want housing stuff, you kind of have to like dig into the crafted item section instead of the housing section. I have that and hadn't updated on Homebound. It's much better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's here. It's just kind of less... it's organized in a way that it's more spread out. Haven't looked at it lately. Yeah, I think for now it's good to have both. All right, let's reset and go back in. I usually use the zone-specific window for all the things. So like when we were in Undermine, it was really good to be like, all right, so I've done almost everything in Undermine. I just have like, whatever it is, 8 pieces of transmog from shipping and handling left. And so you can prioritize that. You don't have to like get distracted by anything else. I find, yeah, it's especially good for that sort of thing. Or if you want like all of the transmog from a dungeon or a raid, same thing. You just open the mini list and you can keep track there. And we're tripping that trap on purpose because I guess the dudes that spawn have a slightly elevated chance to have the recipe we want. Whatever that means. Do-do-do. Man, I don't know who all was here the day we found out that the Dragonflight challenge races are much easier now with the changes to Vigor. Basically the fact that we don't have Vigor anymore. I just noticed a cat in the back. Yeah, that's Jim. I guess he's gone off to pester his sister. He'll be back. He pretty much stays in the window all day. But yeah, I guess we did a bunch of the silver challenge, Dragonflight dragon races, silver challenge achievements. And then when I ended stream, I was starving. So I went and ate, but I was like, what if Blizzard didn't mean for it to get this easy? I have to finish all of them right now. So I did. I got all of them. I strongly suggest you go do all of these challenge races in Dragonflight if you still need them. It's outrageously easy compared to what it was. But yeah, I was like terrified that they were going to hotfix it into being hard again or something. It was a lot of fun though. All right, let's do one more of these. You inspired me to have another go at those races. Yeah, they are better, right? Like, did you get them? I had to kind of warm up because I hadn't done any dragon races in a little while, but once I got back into the groove, that was really nice. I guess we could run out. For sure I'd try again. I hated the dragon races. Did you hate all of them? Because I liked them for the most part. I just hated the challenge ones, like the highest difficulty. Also, so Nagalicious, I don't know if you're still in Twitch chat, but I just saw that you followed and I said thank you, but what I didn't see was you had us hit our follower goal. So double thank you. Twitch just like assigned me some goals, so I just kind of didn't know. But I see the notification now. That's very nice. Yes, all of them. Well, you might still hate them if you didn't like them in the first place, but they are easier. So there's something to be said for that. Maybe I'll throw some of this stuff on the auction house. BRB bacon is done. Ooh, yummy. I'm getting kind of hungry. I know we've been doing kind of like 2 hours most of these days, but I might not have that in me. My tummy is rumbling. The Emerald Dream ones were still pretty hard. I had to kind of change my approach to those even with the changes. I think I got them, but the first couple took more attempts than I would have expected. Whoa, there's no way these actually sell for that much. Wolf Claw gloves. I'm going to check Undermine Exchange. Because they might be valuable, but I doubt they're that valuable. Wolf Claw... No, I spelled it wrong. Wolf Claw gloves. Yeah, Undermine Exchange says there was a pair for 25k not that long ago. Oh, but they do seem pretty rare, actually. But I have them already. Alright, I'll put them up for 20k. Heading off. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you, Jack. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for spending the time. $20k. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Undermine Exchange says they were up for 25 on my server, but that was two or 3 months ago. So I don't know. If it sells, I'd rather put it up for 20K and have it actually sell than put it up for like the 40K it's suggested and have to relist it 1,000 times. So maybe somebody wants them. Also, hello, Res, please. How you doing? You good? Excellent. Do you have New Year's plans? Nope. Same, basically. And I go have a nice dinner, but like not at midnight, so it doesn't really count as a New Year's plan, I guess. Nothing. What am I doing? Let's go this way. Doo doo doo. And nothing. Alright. I'll loot these guys, and then I guess we'll try for some Outland recipes, just to break things up. I think probably after we run the Zanga March stuff, I'm gonna need to go eat lunch, since I've been up for 6 hours for some reason. I'm like shockingly awake for that. I'm gonna crash so hard. I assume everybody else also jumps when they enter and exit an instance, right? That's just mandatory. Alright, there was enchanting and jewel crafting recipes from the Steam Vault, so I guess I'll grab my warrior. That's our jewel crafter. Welcome back, Jimmy. What are we looking at? I think it's too cold for birds. Usually there's birds out there. I do not see any. So many of the other green recipes that we've been getting from Razorfen, when you put them in the auction house, it looks like they're gonna sell for like thousands. And they never do. Never do. Oh yeah, we got our Shadowlands mount. So we're going to Burning Crusade. Nope. I'm on completely the wrong side of this map. Oribos really did not bother me. I don't know if people were just like generally cranky about Shadowlands and that was like an easy thing to complain about, but it's a little bit empty, but that's sort of the story, right? Is that the Shadowlands are like kind of empty because the Arbiter broke? Isn't that was like the whole point? Jump in and out backwards always. Ooh, and backwards. Have to adopt that part. Years ago, like Burning Crusade level years ago, there was a webcomic that I think is still running, but I don't know its name. I'm sure somebody here does. And they had a little comic of somebody who forgot to jump into the instance. And so when they like phased in, their friends were there to trip them because they were like, they didn't jump over, which I thought was really cute. It was like a really playful little explanation. Like, oh, that's why we do it. so our friends don't trip us. Going rogue for a bit, making breakfast. Yeah, enjoy. Cat. Yeah, he's back. He's back. I can get him to say hi, I think. Give me one sec. I'll land and he'll be a little squirmy, but we've been good friends recently. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, buddy. You gonna come say hello? Oh, big man. Hi, bud. What do you think? You good boy? Oh no, we hate this. We hate this. You're very tolerant. Okay, back. Okay. Okay, we're fine. He's not that offended or he would have left. Oh, thank you, cat. Yeah. I think he'll forgive me for that one. He got some belly rubs. Have you ever seen the WoW 1st of May cartoon? I don't know. I don't think so. WoW would never endorse it. That's what it was called? Or that was like an episode of it? Alright, I still need to make a cat tree in my house. It's, yeah, you gotta have a cat tree. And you gotta put it by a window. The foster cat that we have right now, is still stuck in our bedroom because she just hates Jim, honestly. She doesn't want to be friends. And I made like a sort of makeshift window perch for her yesterday. I think she's much happier now that she can finally sit comfortably in the window. It's a, yeah, must have. I think sometimes that jellyfish mount goes slower. Yeah, totally. That's the one that can also fly. It's kind of annoying. Steam... Oh. Okay, this one. I guess I can Google this comic. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about this. Interesting. It would be nice if they do, yeah, I think I just saw some links. Maybe I'll check it out later. It would be nice if they did, like, a series. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for them to do another movie, because there's just too much in the story. But I think a series would be good, like an HBO kind of level quality one would be good. Oh yeah, is this a zone drop or a boss drop? It's a zone drop. Ugh. Alright, so we have to kill everything. 1st of May is a Jonathan Coulton song. The animation was done by Spiffworld. Interesting. Yeah, I'll investigate that afterwards. Sounds interesting. I remember that? Okay. I'm super out of the loop somehow on that. I'd love to see a WoW show. I think they said that there's been a lot of like internal conversations about it, obviously because of like Arcane and the MCU. Like studios have proven that it's possible to do these types of things, but that they're really unwilling to put their IP at risk. So they're like, we'd probably only do it if we could be the studio the way Marvel is, and like that's not really, I'm not gonna say not realistic, but it's not a priority for them, was sort of my understanding of their answer. They're like, we don't want to put the IP at risk by handing it over to anyone else, and we don't want to become a movie studio, so that's fair. We used to call those WoW animations machinima? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look this up afterwards. I listened to a lot of Joko and the Spiff World videos when I was like 16. How did I miss this? I guess, I don't know. I hate that I need to farm so many resonance crystals. Yeah. Yeah, what's your method? My go-to was the Titan fragment weeklies, but those are bi-weekly, so it's not really that useful. You might have seen some of the other Machinimas from that time. Am I saying that right? Machinimas? Machinima? I don't know. Maybe. World quests? Oh. I would do the weeklies. Nay. Or, not nay, sorry. Res. You get like 900 per weekly quest, whether it's the ecological succession or the Titan fragments. Machinima, okay. Yeah, I think that's what I said first and then I got overthinking it. Also make sure you can use level 80 boost and hand in all the quests. Oh yeah, true. If you have a boost from like buying Midnight or something, you get a good chunk of resonance crystals just from that. And if you get any emissary caches, which if you're doing weeklies should come pretty easy, you get 1,500 resonance crystals for every emissary box, which is good. Oh, I didn't click the thing at the beginning. That sucks. I didn't think of that. I can port over remix tunes. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder... Your level 70 boost, get rep and Dragonflight if you're missing it. Interesting. I don't know what you get when you in terms of resonance crystals if you port over remix characters. I haven't been able to port mine over yet because I made them on RP realms, and I guess that's not allowed. I wouldn't imagine any. Yeah, I think your pre-purchase boost for sure gets you some. Maxed on all the reps, yeah. So, yeah, any like emissary box will get you 1,500. And I think if you do the weeklies, like where Faerun hangs out, you should get enough rep with somebody to get an emissary box. But I don't know. My favorite is to just take the Titan fragment weekly and oh, there's a schematic in here too. I didn't even notice that. What am I saying? And kill 10 rares. So easy. My partner still can't transfer their Lemix over on a PvE realm. Oh, weird. You lose all your action bar settings when you port a remix tune over. That irritated me. Yeah, that's such a weird bug. I wonder if they're going to try to fix that or if they're like, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna run this one more time on an engineer to see if we can get the rocket boots, and then I think it's lunchtime for me. I've had some swap over nicely, but if I was mounted on one, I lost it all. Oh, weird. I leveled a panda so that I could do the heritage armor quest, and I can't move her over, which means I'm gonna have to wait for a remix to be over before I can do the panda heritage, which I guess is fine, but it's a little annoying. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I guess this is the engineer that I'll take. I'm trying to grab war resources. Oh. Yeah, from BFA, I don't really know what the right thing to do is, except for doing like your, you know, the little world quest things. Whatever the featured world quests are. Those are emissary boxes. What are the max renown thing? Not max renown. Oh my goodness. When you like max out the rep again. Are they? I don't know. My brain's falling apart. Okay, first of all, does this engineer have Outland Engineering? She does. Cool. Yeah, I think it's definitely almost time for me to take a break because I can't even string that sentence together. Paragon caches, thank you. Yeah, the emissary caches are from like BFA and Legion world quests where you like do the 4 world quests and you get the emissary cache, and then the Paragon boxes are the other thing, right? That makes sense. Thank you, Kevin. There was no way I was gonna pull that together. My brain was just completely blank. So I've been saying that wrong all day, I'm pretty sure. What are you gonna do? Alright, one more steam vault. And we gotta go eat something. And maybe have a third coffee. I think that might be in the cards today. I think doing the Flames Radiance weekly also gets you like 500 or 900 Resonance Crystals if you do the event. But only on the first character, and then it's like 200 for the subsequent ones. Awakening the Machine will not give you any. I tried that. I was like, that's a weekly quest. Nope. Apparently it doesn't count. People still use these rocket boosts for rocket boots, right? I feel like there was a moment where they were being used for something else. Trying to figure out how to unlock world quests on Alliance. Yeah, for BFA, right? I think... Actually, I don't know. I find the skips in BFA are the worst. Ooh, might have a good 50,000 Kej. I mean, that'll do it. Right now, trying to figure out how to start the BFA storyline. Whenever I want to start an expansion, I just, well, I was going to say go to Chromie, but I guess that doesn't work on a max level character. I think for Alliance you talk to Jaina in the harbor by her boat. If you can't use the Hero's Call board or Chromie. I can go try that. It is really messy though. And if it's not talking to Jaina in the harbor, then the other thing that comes to mind is like in Stormwind, like in the palace, in like this side room, there might be a quest you can pick up where Jaina and Anduin are talking. I went into the wrong instance, didn't I? I totally did. All right, well, I guess we're just running this now. Trying to start Ouroboros when the quest guy wouldn't appear. Had to use party sync. Oof. Yeah, that one, thankfully, I've never had an issue with. Because he's usually just standing in front of Stormwind Keep or Warsong Hold. But yeah, if he's like phased or something, I guess Christmas could mess with that. Because like Great Father Winter is there. Breakfast done for the family. Oh, I love that instance. This one's good, but I didn't mean to come in here. I was going to do Steam Vault for the engineering recipe. But there is other stuff we need, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, so for menu, there's 2 things. Will we get any of them? We will not. Cool. You can Google how to start the expansions. That's what I do. Yeah. And like usually the Wowhead comments are pretty good. There's something weird about BFA though. It can just like, you can get lost more easily than some of the other ones. There's a lot of like, oh, you need your Heart of Azeroth to do this, that, or the other thing. Yeah, that's what you've been doing. Yeah. I keep wondering if that's part of why we don't have BFA Warbound reputations yet. It's because a lot of the, like, they don't have as many skips for BFA. And a lot of things are like more reputation gated than other expansions. Like I think they might have just tied themselves in knots a bit. Love Wowhead, yeah, it's the best. You have to go through all of them to find out which one's right, yeah. And honestly, I think the Shadowlands skips and the Dragonflight skips are pretty good. For the most part, but BFA Alliance is probably the one that drives me the most insane. Oh, I have 2 lockboxes. Alright, 1 Calming Spore read, please. Nope. Great. This is what I'm saying. I was trying to 100% the BC dungeons for Mog, and the drop rates just hate me. They've been good, yeah. I think there's some tech, and this probably doesn't help you with war resources ultimately, but with trial characters where they can skip a bunch of the BFA nonsense, because people will use trial characters to do the war fronts without having to do all the unlocked nonsense. But I don't know if they can do, I don't know what their limitations are. I guess you can queue for war fronts, which is cool. But I'm not sure what else. Heard they're really good for resources. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that too. I haven't tried it. Instead, what I do is constantly forget which of my characters can do war fronts and sign up and get no loot, basically. Especially on the Alliance side. All right. This isn't where I want it to be, so we're going to leave here and do the Steam Vault like I meant to. We didn't get any Mog out of that. Although apparently she'd never been here before. Not that that affects the Mog chances or anything. Yeah, I think this character, my Night Elf here, is the only Alliance character I have that has actually unlocked the ability to do war fronts and get loot, but I keep thinking my Death Knight has as well. And I want the plate set. So I'm like, every time I see a group listed, I'm like, oh, I'll go do it on my Death Knight. I don't know. And then I forget and I don't get any loot. And I say, they're going to give me Warbound BFA reputation any day now. I don't want to do these quests again. Yeah. Yeah. So, I really need I need them to hurry up on that. Is this a dead end? Where am I going? I'm just gonna wait the 5 seconds. Alright, well, hopefully we get the rocket boots after all this. Oh, we have to fly back in. BFA rep you can buy with the time walking. Yeah, you can. It seems like such a waste of time walking currency to me to buy rep that I technically already have. Like, you're right. You're absolutely right that you can do that. But I'm like, well, you know, some of my characters have the rep they need. I don't want to... I could buy something else with my time walking currency. Like those Shadowlands mounts, I don't even like. The Warbound tokens, yeah. Alright. So... we want the Steam Vault. Very good to know. Alright, and we're also going to remember to click the machine behind our first boss. That'll be handy. Okie dokie. So it's just the second boss that we really need, but there's a bunch of... Oh, and there's a pattern. Why do I keep... Okay. Everybody has to come here. That's where we're at. At least this is a boss drop, so we don't have to kill all the trash. Doo-doo-doo. If you really want to farm a rep through those ogre dailies. Oh, yeah, if you want to suffer, go farm the ogre rep for sure. I remember doing that when it was current because I wanted the Talbuk mounts so bad. I made my friends kill those ogres with me for like an entire weekend. I'm not exaggerating. It was like the whole weekend to get to Exalted, collecting those beads. Nobody had fun. But we all got the mounts. Our enhancement shaman got that two-handed axe, which was like Biss at the time. And I don't know, I'm sure somebody else got stuff. Yeah, I feel like the Talbuk was the first horse like mount you could get. Yeah, that wasn't a Skelly. Yeah, and I played a Tauren back then, so I felt like I didn't want Skellies. Now, of course, we love the Skellies, but you know, it was a different time. Yeah, God, those early rep grinds were so hard. I didn't realize this actually, but I still haven't finished the Centaur rep from... What's that place called? Desolus? Tauren couldn't ride Skellies, they were too big. Yeah, you just get smooshed. Must have been so weird at like the very beginning of the game when Tauren couldn't mount at all. They just had, what was it, planes running? We got the rocket boots. Delightful. Engage rocket boots to greatly increase your speed. Kind of want to make a pair. Cenarian Circle? No, so... Nope, that's the wrong button. It's different now, obviously, because of the Cataclysm, but... Oh, this character probably doesn't even have the right things. So Desolus has like 2 clans of Centaur. That was only in beta, the planes running? Maybe. I started playing like right before Burning Crusade came out, so it was like technically vanilla. but I didn't even hit max level before BC came out, so I have no idea. Maybe it was just beta. Yeah, there's like the Gelkar Centaur clan, and like the other one starts with an M. And I remember on my druid, on my first character, spending like forever in Desolace. And I thought doing lots of chores for the centaur. But I don't have that reputation maxed out. Rocket boots are great until they shoot you straight up instead of forward and then you die. Oh, good to know. It'll be safe to try it on a hunter, then I can maybe disengage and save myself. Possibly. I'll see what it costs to make them when we get out of here. Been there, done that. Yeah. Was it the rocket boots that they used in the MDI during Dragonflight? For Dawn of the Infinites? Were they like rocket booting their ways across instead of using the dragons or something? Or was that a different item? Plains running was just a beta thing? Oh, okay, yeah. Tauren were only allowed to mount wolves and Kodos in vanilla. Yeah. I guess I remember that, only having a Kodo at first. That we weren't allowed to ride the raptors, because we would smoosh them. God, that was a long time ago. Alright, clean our bags first. And let's see what sort of rocket boot shenanigans we can check out. No. Oh, my bags are a mess. Don't know what any of this stuff is. That might sell. Fairly sure when I first started playing, my druid had plains running. I don't know, Tansy. I've only heard of it. I guess we could Google it, but that seems unnecessary. Those boots come around for server first max level on new X-Pack releases. Oh, interesting. A whisper in the wind. Yeah, we'll never know. Oh, that's a cute shield. We just got that transmog. Alright. I want to see if those are expensive to make. Rocket. Oh, I see. There's a couple of them. BFA knockback belt as well. Yeah. I'm just kind of seeing, are there other rocket boots? No, I guess these are like the ones. Oh, this is going to be expensive, I think. 61. Yeah. I don't think we're going to make these right now. I don't need to spend that much gold just to fall on my face. But it's good that we know how. I have a vague memory of Dorky's MDI team using them and then like falling to their deaths because it didn't work quite right, but maybe it was something else. Okay, yeah, I think it's lunchtime. I have no idea why we're talking about rocket boots, but there's a tinker option you could apply to your belt for pretty cheap. Well, we just learned the recipe. That's what we were in Steam Vaults for. Can't remember what expansion it was. Yeah, there's all kinds of like weird engineering stuff that I like barely know about, basically. But maybe we'll make some boots one of these days. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. I will not be staying up till midnight, so I should be fresh and ready to go. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your days. Happy New Year. Stay safe, whatever you get up to. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.